know, guys, today is a very, very bad day, okay? It's not a bad day for me, okay? The Scatmaster's having a great one. It's gonna be a terrible day for the Gooch Slickers out there because, look, I'm not gonna make today's video very easy, okay? This is not any of that cookie cutter stuff. This is a video that you need some actual working brain cells to function in order for you to understand things, okay? So for the Gooch Slickers out there, not only is it gonna be a tough listen, but the more I think about the anti-cheat in this game, and the more I think about how the community reacts to it, and how they choose to celebrate certain things versus what they don't, and the amount of people out here trying to claim that I'm just some rage baiter, even though I'm actively pushing for Activision to do better, which would ultimately benefit everybody, including yourself, I've come to realize that if I'm annoyed enough, and if I have the time for it, I don't think there exists a single Gooch Slicker or anybody else out there that could genuinely out-debate me in how I think about Call of Duty and what they should be doing.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
And so for that reason, here is your disclaimer. If you get your fragile feelings hurt a little bit too easily, this video is not for you. And listen, if you have any smoke for the Scatmaster in the comments, if and when you get a response, you better have more to add on and you better beat me in the comments section. If you can't, then shut up. Anyways guys, Activision finally came out with their update about Ricochet and how it works in Call of Duty and what they plan on doing in Season 3, and as you can guess, yeah, there's oh man. But before I get into it, guys, you already know what to do. I'm gonna need you to leave a like on today's video, and if you don't, you know what we gotta do. Oh my god, Activision, your new Ricochet update has me gaped even more! And also subscribe if you're new. You know what to do down in the comments below. Hashtag Fooly50 if you haven't subscribed. You're missing out, man. We got a whole lot of shit talk on this channel, and it's funny seeing Gooch Slickers squirm around in anger and agony. But check it out, guys. Let's start this off right. This is a tweet that comes out from Doug Dimmadome Warzone.
Fuck you, Doug!
He says, Activision says they've made over 228,000 bans since Call of Duty Black Ops 6 released, and that Ricochet Anti-Cheat removed 23% of cheaters before they played in their first match.
Cap.
Now you might actually be looking at these numbers and thinking to yourself like, oh, well, hey, that's actually pretty good, like 23% and 228,000 people have been banned. Ricochet's really doing a good job out there. My question is this, how do you even allow 228,000 people to be able to be banned in your game in the first place? Again, where is the prevention? I'm not too sure, but I know the Gooch Slickers, it might be a difficult concept for you to grasp. And this whole thing about banning 23% of cheaters before they've played their first match, I know to a lot of people out there, they think that's actually quite a large number. Except when you take into account the ineffectiveness of the Ricochet anti-cheat and you realize that, hey, while there's been this many bans, you understand that there's significantly more people that have not been banned yet that are still cheating blatantly, that have not been detected, that are running rampant in this game. When you take that into consideration, this 23% garbage thing, it doesn't matter at all. You see, somebody responded to this tweet and said, 23% before even seeing gameplay is pretty good. And the Scatmaster out here casually, I was just, informing the guy. I had no malice intent in here. All I said was, hey, 1/5 to 1/4 for cheaters that have been banned is not pretty good, especially considering the amount of people that have not been banned whatsoever. And then this dumbass Gooch Slicker comes out here and says, is reading hard? If it's 23% before gameplay, 77% is after they see gameplay. I'm not too sure if he just missed the entire point of what I said. Honestly, nothing that I said even had to do with that other 77%. So I responded to this and said, my guy, that's of the people who do get banned altogether. I'm talking about the accounts that haven't been banned yet. Taking that into consideration, 23% before gameplay should really be like 60 to 70% before gameplay. It's about standards, there's no freebies here for bare minimum work. I'm not sure if he just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but he comes out here just talking that shit, so I had to continue going in. You can read this for yourself, but the point is, whatever Activision is spewing out to the community, you should not be celebrating this, okay? Not only is there heavy implications of so many other cheaters that exist that have not been banned, but on top of that, please remember, we're talking about a AAA franchise, okay? These guys quite literally have an infinite money glitch with infinite resources to propel this percentage and this number significantly higher, and the fact that they're unable to do that, all that speaks to me is that not only are they lazy, they're incompetent, they're greedy and stingy with the money that they do have, and anybody celebrating their little accomplishments, I think you're a goddamn moron for the exact reasons that I've listed out this far.
Hey guys, what's going on? God damn you.
And this is where we start switching gears, guys. You know, usually I'm the Scat Master, right? The Scat Master Fooly. Right now, I gotta switch over to Coach Master Fooly because apparently people's standards have been so low for so long that they're okay being like, oh my god, this amount of cheaters have been banned, that's great, Activision, not knowing that there's so many other people that haven't been banned yet. And later on in the video, when we get to the portion about Activision's actual update with Ricochet, you'll see why what they're talking about and throwing to the community is a whole bunch of nonsense that should not just be accepted. But guys, there's more, and I know some people out there want the double Doug Dimmadome Warzone treatment, so here's another tweet from Doug Dimmadome Warzone.
Fuck you, Doug!
Activision says they've put 20 plus cheat makers and dozens of cheat resellers out of business since Call of Duty Black Ops 6 launched. And in quotes, we're not slowing down. Oh my god, Activision, hey man, 20 plus cheat makers. Wow, man, cheat resellers since the launch of Black Ops 6. Not even in recent times, we're talking about since the launch of the game. And yet, I don't know about you guys, but as somebody that's in the ranked play loop, I come across cheaters every single session I've played for like the last 2 months. And I've taken a look into some of the cheat makers that they've quote-unquote put out of business, and I've seen many other people talk about this too. The percentage of cheaters that you come across that are actually from these cheat makers and resellers are a very insignificant minority percentage of the actual cheaters that you do come across. Meaning, I don't really care about the 20 cheat makers that you've put out of business when their business wasn't even booming to begin with. Once again, this is about standards here. If you're ready to celebrate this, you should be ready to look at Activision in the eyes and suck their balls. Because that's essentially what you're doing here. And with your logic of celebrating them for something so minuscule, then if they were to actually put all cheat makers out of business, you're essentially telling me you're ready to put both hands on it. You get what I'm saying here? Don't be so quick to celebrate them, and definitely do not go against people that are simply asking for more. Because if you do, you're not only making yourself look stupid, you are outing yourself as somebody that's willing to bend it over for Activision at any moment's notice. Please do not be that person. Be better than that. Be smarter than that, okay? Now, when it comes to the actual in-game moments that you are about to have in Call of Duty, I want to know, what is Ricochet going to actually do? Well, before we get to what Ricochet is doing, guys, the grand reveal, the big reveal of what Ricochet Anti Cheat is actually doing, here is a tweet from Call of Duty to help people identify when they're being hacked on versus when they're not being hacked on. They say, to help players report with greater accuracy and confidence, a new UI update is coming to kill cams detailing gameplay elements active during gunfights. To begin, the widget will highlight UAVs, live pings, and unsuppressed weapons. During the season, additional gameplay elements will be added. And it's kind of hard to see, but now when you get killed by somebody, you can see if you're affected by a live ping, or maybe it's because they saw you on the minimap due to a UAV, or because you're using an unsuppressed weapon. And my only thing with this, again, this is going to require a lot of critical thinking, and also why you shouldn't be so quick to be like, oh my god, this is going to be highly effective in actually seeing who is cheating versus who is not. Guys, what if a cheater just, I don't know, pings you? Maybe so that instead of him getting the kill, his teammates get the kill. In that scenario, because you've seen that you've been live pinged, does that mean that that person is not cheating? You see the kind of conflict that can arise from this? It's not a definitive answer or reason as to why you've been killed, because it doesn't matter if I'm a cheater or not a cheater. If you're firing an unsuppressed weapon around me, I can see your red dot on the map. It doesn't make me a cheater, and it also doesn't make me not a cheater. Do you see why this tool, although I can appreciate that they're at least adding it into the game, it doesn't really solve anything. If anything, you might even create more doubt with this. And guys, look, I know this rant so far, it's been a lot. I understand there's already been a lot of people that have clicked off the video because they can't handle the truth, they can't handle the actual smoke that the Scatmaster provides. But if you've made it this far, then you're finally ready for the grand reveal as to what Activision and Ricochet are going to do going into Season 3 that will finally eliminate this cheating and hacking epidemic that we have endured for the last 4 or 5 months. Guys, are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Here it is. Yeah. Fucking nothing.
Oh, hooray! Yay! Ice cream!
It's absolutely nothing. What they have to say for what they're implementing into Season 3 is literally nothing. Guys, I'm going to mention this point twice. Once before I tell you what they say, and again right after they finish saying whatever they have to say. The point that I'd like to highlight for you guys once again is that before all of this happened, right? Before this talk of Verdansk, before this talk of a new Ricochet update, they had told us between Season 2 and 3, meaning before Season 3's launch, this hacking and cheating problem will have been worked on. Ricochet will have been updated to combat the cheating and hacking problems significantly so that a lot of us don't come across as many hackers and cheaters. Just remember that point, because this is what they have to say about Ricochet's update in Season 3. As an additional layer to existing anti-cheat processes, we're launching brand new systems in Season 3. For security reasons, we can't give away too many details. However, we will publish another Ricochet progress report in the release window of Season 3 Reloaded to detail results from next week's update. Several of our current systems are getting big updates this Season 2, including our aimbot detections and the machine learning system that analyzes game replays to identify suspicious gameplay for human-validated enforcement.
Ah, timing!
Wow. Great job, Activision. Oh my gosh, guys, they have done it. They have officially gotten rid of hackers and cheaters going into Season 3. And you want to know how they did it? Well, too bad, you're not gonna know how, and nobody will seemingly know how because apparently they can't give that detailed information away. Now, before I dive further into that point that I just made, let me repeat this. They initially told us before Season 2 that within Season 2 to Season 3, meaning before Season 3, Ricochet will have been updated, and that going into Season 3, you will notice a difference. Well, here they're telling us that throughout Season 3, this is an implementation that's going to occur, meaning the timeline is already a lie, and on top of that, they're saying that they can't even tell us how successful this will be until after Season 3 Reloaded, which is like a month and a half away. So realistically, we won't even know if this is successful to begin with. I've seen a lot of people already coping all over Twitter in the comment section talking about, well guys, they can't give detailed reasons as to what they're doing because then the cheat providers will know how to work around it. And here is exactly where Coach Master Fooly needs to make a reappearance. Here is my response. So fucking what? If the cheat providers find a workaround, Activision should be salivating at that, because that means now Ricochet can actually be improved to a level where they can combat how the cheat provider has combated that. Does that make sense? Probably not to a lot of the gooch lickers out there. Let me break it down very, very quickly, okay? Activision has an infinite supply of money and resources, and they have the best talent available on the market. Given that fact, with everything they have, what they should genuinely be doing is looking at every single cheat provider and show those cheat providers that, hey, no matter what you have to combat what we have right now, we have literally everything on hand to combat you. as a cheat provider, like an anti-cheat system should be doing in the first place. Now, if they don't have the confidence that they can combat what a cheat provider is obviously going to do in response, that tells me that our anti-cheat is an inferior system compared to others out there. In which case, if you are somebody that is defending Activision's decision when they are essentially telling you, without saying it, that they have nothing to show us because they've done literally nothing, please stop getting gaped in the name of Activision. Stop defending them. You should be joining everybody else saying, hey, you know what? I've noticed Activision, you kinda have an infinite money glitch. Why don't you put that money to good use? Who cares that these cheat providers will find something to adapt to your Ricochet anti-cheat? Be better than them. That is the answer. What are you, afraid of the cheat providers? The cheat providers should be afraid of you. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for the long rant. There's way too many stupid people on the internet right now. There's a lot of people with their mouths wide open for Activision. Sorry. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. Do you think the Ricochet anti-cheat's actually gonna work and that it's actually gonna be effective for Season 3? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.